Hi, good evening, everyone. Just one moment. Just- Hi, Arun. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Vivek. Hi, Nilesh. Hi, Shara, Vasudha, Dave, Uttam. Good evening. I'm doing good. Hi, Raman. Good evening. Uh, Hope you all had a good time. Hi, Ravi. Hi, Rod. Hi, Tarun. Can you hear me properly? Just waiting for the features to start so that I can start. Hi, Sindhu. Hi, Kay. Good evening. Last week was very volatile. Up and down, up and down. Let's see what's in store for today. And as of now, market tested the regression channel for me. Like I'm just waiting for futures to open so I can start. So it's one probably 30 more seconds. Thanks, Vivek. But in between, if you see, market came, tested this regression line exactly to the point and bounced. That's why combination of regression line with Fibonacci is the best. I'll just make the normal candles. 5 more seconds and then futures will open up. They're up about 13 points. All right. So hi and welcome. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to plan for tomorrow. Let's see. I did already the inside day scans and inside week scans. So these are the inside day. We have Airbnb, Twitter, Expedia, Wayfair, QS. Again, I'm just picking up the most prominent companies from my watch list, not everyone. Snow, Zoom, Twilio, and UPST and Square. UPST and Square I've already added the inside week in green. Rest everything is in blue. Just I don't want to mess the comments, so I'm just keeping them. Uh, so we need to clean up the list, add few more items. Like for example, Snow is has results. Zoom has results, and they have inside weeks, so we can expect a very high volatile move on each of them. Uh, let's go one by one and see what we can remove, what we can keep. All right. So let's start from ES first. So ES is about 0.5% up. So this is inside. This is like a daily candle on ES, and if you see, every time we have failed, this is the time we failed. We made the low 4260 area. Then we failed at this zone. We made 4180. Then we failed at this area. We made 4100. Then we failed at 4100. We made 3850 and the new low. Now, from this, the best I can see is that it has taken the support, regained 3855 area, and bounced from it. Now, if we lose 3855, that will become super negative. Now, markets will try to test the 12 EMA, which is 3992. Right now, it's like 20 points up. But again, everything in futures is unpredictable these days. So I want to give it at least half an hour, 45 minutes to see what's the real direction of futures. But if we consider everything here, we are at a negative trend and we made a gravestone doji here. So the potential is if we get out above 3950, we will have run towards 3990, 4009, and maybe towards 4100. But if we fail here, we fail below 3850, it opened up the can of worms on the negative side. Because then I have to reevaluate my levels. I have to expand the region. I have to remove all this, clean the plate, and uh, make it a different altogether so that I can see the levels. Right now, the market was behaving well in these levels for last 3 years. But if we lose 38.55, the new levels have to be there. But as present, I think we should see some bounce because we managed to bounce. Like test of support was done. If test of support is done, similar to here, test of support was done, we tested the green line, which is the 12 EMA. Something similar should happen here. We should bounce from here. Right now, it's like bouncing stupendously, almost 0.75% up. So stop loss is 39.10. If we have to go long, stop loss is 39.10 by above 39.10 or 39, let's say 15.20. Why I'm choosing this? Because this is the value of that gravestone doji. If it has to convert into a morning star, this is an ideal state. It should, as this is the gravestone doji, and if I'm combining these two candles, sometimes you have to be little innovative. I'm considering this as one candle, and you see the important part, the close here is just next to the gravestone doji, so it's setting up for a potential morning star. If it bounces until here above 39.50, I think it will have more potential in this bounce. But again, if it bounces, there's very big if. So the bounce, let me just go back to the 39.50, 39.50, 4009, or in between 39.92. And 4009, 39. So we had 6 weeks of red, which has never happened. This is on the daily view. On the weekly view, we made another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of red. And we had made lower lows. This is high A, high 1, high 2, high 3, high 4, high 5, high 6, high 7. Once we break 4100, which is about 200 points from away, only then this trend is going to change. All right, so it's not positive trend. It is a bear market, and we are looking for a bounce or relief in the bear market, nothing else. So be very clear. Till the moment you are not making a newer high, 4100 and above, you are still in the bear market. All right, let me go back to the daily candles. Now, what if it fails here? Now, below 39.10, clearly sell it. I will say 3900. Stop loss is 39.10. First level was 38.55. And this was really important on Friday. And then the turnaround happened. Turnaround happened from this point onwards. We had a massive rally of 1.5% on this point. 38.07. Again, 39, I'll just make 39.10 is now a really important area. Okay. If you see the market losing that, go short. Do not keep longs. And here we had a potential morning star on daily with 7 weeks of lower lows, lower highs. If it cannot bounce from here, it cannot bounce from any other positives. Nehal, not now. I'll be finishing this and then I'll see. I'm still 60%, 40% there. I'm not taking any neutral bias as of now because when market reverses, it reverses with full strength, whether it is positive or negative. The bias is still towards bullish side because I'm expecting some relief bounce, but 39.10 is really, really important area. Now, triple Q. Again, people who want to do SPY can simply divide that by 10 and you should have it. And this is triple Q. Triple Q is looking bad. It's not showing any kind of strength whatsoever. This is like the patterns are not even explainable. It might right now, the only thing which can happen here is, again, if I have to be really, really super optimistic, is a possibility of a W. If something has to happen, it needs to get 300. Otherwise, triple Q is really, really weak. It is below the 23.6 Fibonacci of 295, which is hard to break now. We are about 2.5% away from that, like 288. So in any case, if something has to happen, it needs to cross 295 and go from there. So the potential for longs are there, but the only concern is that you need to be very, very careful regarding the direction. So it's definitely not a morning star. It's a potential W in making. Only if it crosses 295. Otherwise, it's weak. Again, I'm taking 60%. Why I'm taking 60%? Because Amazon and Google, they have split there. So there may be some push on Amazon and Google after all this selling. If that push happens, that might change some level of market bias for now. So possibility of high QQQ areas are there. So if you have to trade here, your stop loss is again very well defined. 285. It's getting rejected from this purple trend line. Right now, a break above this, a break above 293. So I'm expecting at least 2-point move. Like break above 293 will give you some bullish momentum. In between, if I consider this as a inside day, ignoring the VIX, just the body, or outside bearish engulfing, we did made a lower high and a lower low. We bounced from it, which is all right, but we are still not out of the shackles. The moment we lose this area, which is 287.50. So 287.50 is now the stop loss, both for longs and to initiate shorts. If you lose 287.50, you can directly go for shorts. First target is 285. Then this time we will have target of 281, which is right there, 276. There is still a gap which is due, which, as I said last time, that on QQQ there's a gap of 276. It might hit that. So don't be over positive in this market. You have to consider each and every trade based on its merit, not based on how the market is moving. It needs to be very, very careful, well traded areas. Now, when we have to buy above 289. Targets are only this. There's no change in targets. 295, 306. If 293 crosses, you will have much more strength into the triple Q, meaning the tech is showing some strength. So this is what we have in terms of indexes. All right, let me just say this. Then we'll go to the individual tickers. First one is Apple. Apple is the weakest of all, but somehow it managed to close above 137.50, which is an important area for Apple. It went down. Right now it's well below. It made an M, and the breakage of M is right there. Again, this is really, really important area for Apple, because if Apple loses this area, I mean, clean this, add more time frame. If I go to 3 weeks here, if Apple loses this area, this 133, right, 133.40 area in the previous time was a supply zone. Friday it tested that, right, that area 132, it made 132.60, tested that and bounced from it. The long-term trend on the weekly in Apple, you see, this was negative before COVID. Now this has turned negative. This has turned negative. So opportunity is sell on rise, but we have fallen enough. So I might try to do some relief bounce if it is has to happen again. Like as I said, 3990, 4009 is something we can see on ES. If it has to bounce, 137.50 should be a well-defined. Again, you should buy here. Stop loss this. Target again, converting that into daily candles. 141.60, 145.60. Rejection of 137.50. Go short with confidence, because it will not stop. If it goes down, it's going to go down big. See, from 123 to 137, there's no consolidation of the price. It simply went up and up and up. So if we are losing this, we are coming into a territory where we can lose significantly. This was a W formation which took it higher. Now we have M formation. So 120 is an area you see right here where we had good consolidation. 119, 120, and this was acting as a good resistance. 123. So if we lose 137 this time, we might aim for 125, 126. 126, 119. A firm finally is holding, like it's holding this area and it's not giving up. It definitely is making higher highs and lower lows, but it's somehow managing to bounce from the lows of the day. So stop loss is 24.50. 29.50. I'm reducing it to 60% because it's trying really hard, but market is not providing it. The bull flag is still there. It's holding the 12 EMA as well. So I need to see some push on a firm. If a firm pushes above this area, like the body 25.50, it has potential to reach this area. This area where it has found, no, I need this area where it has found the support. It should act as a resistance, and this area. If it loses 24.50, it will fill the gap. So be mindful. If something has to happen, 24.50, which is the 12 EMA, must be held. It should not be given up on the closing basis. Then we have AMD. AMD lost that 99 area. Like it did make higher lows, lower lows and lower highs. But again, it came to an area where it has found support, regression channel, this area, and getting resistance here, support here. So tested, bounced from it. Now it needs to regain that 12 EMA to show any kind of strength. 12 EMA is trading at 94 now, and this one and Nvidia, these were the two stocks which were really quick to recover when market reversed. So keep an eye on AMD and Nvidia. Nvidia have earnings as well, and we did trade Nvidia on Friday. We went into 160 calls at 10, sold at around 13.50 right before the close. So AMD, I want to buy it above 94. Stop loss is 96, 160. My resistance is the 96.40. Why 96.40? Because it's 34 EMA and 99.50. Test of support and bounced. So there's nothing fancy in terms of AMD's chart. It's just that it has done a testing of support. Now, whenever you have a test of support, you will try to test the resistance. If there was a break of support, then you will try to find the next level of support. Right now, tested and bounced, so it should look for resistance. Resistance is around 96, 99. So let's see if that bounced to that area or not. Amazon. Amazon was showing some strength early in the morning on Friday, but it lost the momentum with the market. But in the later half, it did bounce and closed right around 21.50 area. Now, nothing has changed in terms of uh, levels. It's ignoring the just wick below. It is making like double inside days. Again, it's a double inside day for me. I'm not looking at on price action. So I'm looking at 2230, 2230, 22. Looking at the highs, 2225, 2253, 2262. I am increasing 70% on this on Amazon. because I believe this week Amazon might do some level of rally, but 21-25 is a really, really important area. You can buy in this area, and this time I will say if we have to swing, Amazon is the only swing which I'll be carrying. BA, BA is not working out, so I'm removing BA, and let's see what I did. I can include Airbnb. It's a double inside day. Airbnb 1, 2, 3. It's a double inside day in Airbnb. And it's like more and more candles within the candle. So a break above 116 can take it to a test of 121. So Airbnb, I'm neutral. Break above 116, target of 121 and 130. 130 is extremely big resistance for AMD, not AMD, Airbnb, because 130, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 time it provided the support, 6 time it failed. So this time it will act as a good resistance. It needs to recapture 12 EMA, which is 121.50. I'm keeping it neutral because this is the first time I'm entering into this, and 1112 is my stop loss. So this is all neutral. Airbnb. Baba has earnings this week. Again, it's falling badly, but it's more on news driven now as compared to actual technicals of the company. It has become more and more like this is an this is a bearish engulfing candle. If you like the body here tried to cover, but this is not a fully bearish engulfing because it is only half. So it's very difficult to evaluate what will come out of this candle. It has earnings this week, so the potential of a big move is definitely there. I'm just keeping it neutral and want to buy above 88.30. I'm reducing it from positive neutral. It's a consolidation which is happening, and I need to dig in more details about Baba. So buy above 12 EMA, target is 90 and 93. 90 and 93. Caterpillar, cat went down the drain 199 and below. I had position, but I closed out early. I don't know why. I'm idiot sometimes. So it went down with John Deere, and now I think it has done its fair test. If it has to bounce, this is the point. If it doesn't bounce here, it's going down the drain. Then this is the area where it has found support, 180. So if it loses this, 189 and 180. So again, now from short to neutral, I'm just trying to add, see if Caterpillar can find some days because it's well away from the trend lines, 12 and 34. So 199 above. Stop loss 197. Target is 205 and 207. So this made another low. Now, if markets are going to support, they may bounce a little. But this is not a very high beta. If I have to replace, I will replace this. Facebook did show some strength on Friday. Again, it's trying to regain that 12 EMA, but it's failing significantly. Now, I want to see on the weekly candles that what's happening on Facebook. So it's dodgy, hammer. It's not clean. So it's not clean on the weeklies. On daily, I think if it can cross 197, it can do some moves on Facebook. 197. Like I expect 2% move on it with a stop loss of 193. 203, 30, and 205, 18. If Facebook crosses 25, it will simply go up. It will not wait. Right now, all these are neutral because I'm not focused on them. They're not showing any good relevant strength. Roadblocks, it's consolidating really, really badly in between this area, 34 and 12. It almost broke down. This is a bearish engulfing candle. If it loses 31, it's a big short. So here, sell below 31 in the red comments. And this is also 3140 is the stop loss. By 3530. There's not much in roadblock, like it's consolidating in between. Either it crosses this, then we'll have some game because it has failed here, failed here, failed here. So this time if it fails, it will go down. So that's why I mentioned that sell below 31. If it goes down, just sell it. Goog is doing really, really badly along with all the market. So it has filled that gap Friday. The high was no, the high was 2142, and here the high was 2152. So it has filled the gap and bounced. Now, similar to all the tech stocks, it is well away from the candles. Again, there's no change in the momentum in the market. It is still a bear market, but if there is a relief, it might come and test 2284 again. Along with Amazon, this might come for a buying opportunity because it has a split. So people will try to jump in. Again, I don't know why, but they will. So in this case, a neutral, I want to buy it above. It closed right here. So I want to buy at least about 2210. Stop loss is 2186. Target is 2284. I'm only looking for small targets, not 2284 is the 12 EMA. Sell near 23, it's done. So now Microsoft is like tested 248 one more time, but somehow it is managing to come back and close around 38. So if it bounces from here, because as I see, I'm expecting market to bounce towards 4,000. So Apple and Microsoft are the biggest components, and they will contribute. So about 258 or 254. Yep, it's not a potential morning star anymore. It's inside months, not a week. So there's nothing change in terms of level. Below 254, you can sell it. Like if it doesn't hold 254, you can sell this. I'll mention that. Sell below 254. You can easily see 238 below 254. Netflix, I don't know whether we should do Netflix or no. I'm interested to do Snow for now. Snow have earnings, and it has beaten down considerably. But in the last few days, I am not sure whether it's a bearish flag or not. We will see. But as of now, if you consider this as a top, you bring your candle down, you see it's going up, it is holding this. So this is a bearish flag for Snow. So if Snow loses, it can go down really, really badly. Last time earnings, they were there, and Snow had a gap down next day. And that gap down was massive, from 268 all the way to 215. So it was a massive gap down. And then the days after, it just fell and fell and fell. I seriously see there's nothing changed in Snow. It's bear flag. It might cut down into like more. I don't even have levels where it can go down. Let me try some levels to see on Snow, because these are the levels. See, if I do a very simple extension here, from here, let's take it from here. It can go to 49. I'm not kidding. It has potential to go there. Let me try one more time. $126.98. So I'm short on Snow. I'll be like selling on this rise if it comes. Sell on rise. I'll go back to normal Snow. I just put minus in front because it's difficult to create levels on the go down just from a view perspective. So I would be selling this around near 150. If it comes to 150, I'll be selling it. Target 126 and 97. Nvidia almost came to 156, closed right underneath this 50%. Till the moment Nvidia is holding this 38.2 Fibonacci, which is 156, it's a good area because it provides a really good support. But if it loses this, the level comes as 117 on Nvidia, and there are gaps. Again, there are earnings which are coming. the issue of supply and demand, the issue of potential growth in economy, they are going to impact all these companies. So again, it's not a bullish setup for economy, and there's no sign of bullishness as of now. Earnings are there. Earnings can be highly unpredictable. It might go and lose it, but right now we still have a couple of days for earnings, so I'm just taking a small Q. I'm just keeping it positive. Buy above 168.13, 50, target of 176. If it comes to 176, I will be like selling it. Don't expect good numbers on Nvidia here. Nvidia, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, as I've said time and again, they were the beneficiaries of extremely directed Federal Reserve dollar money. Now that has to be taken out. All these companies have converted like 5 to 6 times of their valuations, which were there in before COVID. Now that money has to come out, and that money will be taken out from these companies. So it's going to be substantial hit on these companies. Keep that in mind. Nvidia, it's done. Then we have Roku. You can simply take an example from Shopify, 1800 to 300. Roku is holding this area, but this is a bearish engulfing candle. Like it broke the 12 EMA, covered this body totally. So this is bearish. That's short. Bearish engulfing. Now in this case, we need to sell below 95. Sell below, I'll take this 93.30. Stop loss is 95. Targets are 87.50. It might open higher. So if you want to sell it around 98, 99, you can also do that. Sell near 94 or 97. Stop loss is 99. 87 and 82. That's Roku. Shopify. Shopify last 2 days tried, but again, same thing similar to Roku. It is failing. If you want to sell it, it's a bearish candle, but lower lows, lower highs, not fully bearish engulfing, like not covering the entire body. But if you want to try 350, again, I'm neutralizing it. Buy near 350, stop loss 340, target is 383, 421, 60%. There's not much in Shopify. It will move one day and then next day it will give up everything. So be careful on this. Square has an inside week. Square has a gap. This, like all these candles are same. Bearish engulfing, not fully, but it's making higher high and a lower low. If I ignore this for a minute, it's trying its best. So a move of 86 will act as a positive thought. but I'm going to short it because it's below that area. So 86.60 is my stop loss. Sell on rise towards 86, and same thing. Let me just convert this to see the levels for. So if I'm just taking, and these are not clean levels, I'm just taking a rough estimate. 77 and 55. I'll take 77. Square is sell on rise. It's an inside weak, so break below can be really nasty. Let's check this on weekly as well. Yep. A break below 94 or move of 94. 94 is too far, but a move is coming in square. This is well away from the candle, but again, if we have something really positive, it might do some move. Again, we have to see. I'm just mentioning here, go long above 86. 6 or 87. In case, because it's inside week, so in case it thinks that I need to go up to change it, it might do that. Tesla, everyone's hot favorite, Tesla. See, 629 was my target. It bounced 23.6 Fibonacci. It came there. You like it, you don't like it, but these are the data which is in front of you. Now, 6929 has provided really good support. You see right here, a break below this will be ugly. So I am right now considering 629 as a really important area on Tesla. I'm not shorting it now. After a very long time, I'm not shorting Tesla. So in this case, let me take the 30-minute candle as well. 650 is your stop loss. Buy above 660. 686. 733. It might do that. There's no morning star. UPST. UPST on again Friday went down the drain, not able to cross, but it's highly volatile. So if somebody has to take a Q, 3940 area is, I'm neutralizing it. It's not positive anymore. It's inside weak as well. It's inside weak. So the base of 38 is really important. Buy near 40, 43. Look out for 52. And the gap, like for now, 50, 180. Yep. That's it. So we have all this list. Some of them are short, some of them are neutral, some of them are positive. I did Airbnb. There is no. I can discuss Zoom. Zoom also have earnings this week. Like, Zoom is not doing anything. It's just same. It's making higher lows. Earnings right after the close on Monday. On weekly candles, it's an inside week. So move above 98 will be really, really big towards 109. But I still don't know what Zoom will do. They don't have anything offered specifically. They are just a very small, tiny product. Unless and until they show me something, I don't think so they have any potential. And I used to say this when this company was trading at 500. I used to tell them this is a very overrated company. Now, what magic they can do, I don't know. But I don't think so it's going to survive. It's going down and it will go down more. Twilio. Twilio is on the inside week. If it breaks 110, might run towards 135. That's it. I'm sharing the link. I only have few minutes, so if anybody wants to join in, you can come in. Costco has earnings, yes. I think Costco is at a good point where we can go long in Costco because Costco, see, it failed here, came all the way to 403. Again, an important Fibonacci level. Bounced right from it. So I think Costco is a good buy at this time. Let me add Costco. Let me add Costco here. I'm positive on Costco and 403 is my stop loss by near 410 to 420. Again, it's a earnings. I think we should see 430, 430, 438, 469. I'm expecting positive run on Costco for the earnings. Zoom is no, I'm negative. So if anyone has any questions, do come over. Otherwise, I need to go. MU if breaks below 6. Yep. A firm can go down really big. Yes. Into it, I don't do that company. Can you give me the code into it? Like all these companies have same patterns. See, I really don't know about Intuit as such. I just know that they have a product, but nothing more than that. Maybe I'll post this information because this earnings on 24th. I'll post it there. Amazon split will be approved. That's not an event. Amazon will run this week. That's what I discussed. Let me just read through all the comments. All right, guys. I don't see anyone has any other questions.
Good evening, Paji. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nehal here.
Yes, go ahead.
Paji, this ES, if it bounces, I don't think there is much going on right now, but what would be the good level to just enter if anything for
I
today?
just posted that. Like it's right there. 39.15, 39.20.
Correct, correct. I was just looking for anything for today. I really don't.
Right now
The
is there.
volume is low. Yeah.
Don't trade it.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
What is TW? I don't know TW. What is TW? No, I don't do this companies. No idea. All right, guys, I'll be posting this information. If anybody has questions, do let me know. If anyone wants to speak, do let me know before I leave. Okay, go ahead, Al. You can unmute yourself.
All right. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm not in front of my computer, but I was looking at Carvana. Seemed like they had a
What's the code? Carvana. CVNA. Okay.
Carvana is CVNA. Yeah.
So, what do you think? I think it's going to go down more.
I think it may potentially have a little bit of upside.
What's the code? Carvana. It is like well below that 12 EMA right now. The first thing it should do is it should come and test that 12 EMA. But I don't know why it will do that.
Gotcha. Let's see what else.
Because this is the look at the Doji.
Like a dragonfly, right?
Almost it's a dragonfly. Yes, it's more likely a gravestone.
Gravestone, okay.
Like with open and higher, open and close are same. 3959, 3357. They are exactly the same. So it's a sense of full confusion. It needs a catalyst.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it will try to come here, get down, come here, get down. Consolidation in this area.
Yep. And the other one I was looking at, I think you already went over it, was Costco.
Costco, I'm positive. Costco
Yeah.
was beaten down unnecessary for target.
Yeah.
Because Costco's majority of the revenue is the membership, which is not going away.
Yes, and it's. I think I was looking at something there mentioning maybe increasing the membership fees. So
If they do that, you'll see it 500.
Yeah.
Because I am 100% sure Costco is the least affected of the retailers as compared to Walmart and Target.
I agree.
Because the amount of money they are going to make on crude is substantial. Because they had petroleum products for over some time before the price jumped in. It's not that they started to buy at that time. So that will show some effect on their books.
That's all I have.
Navaldeep.
Thank you.
Yeah, speak
Navaldeep,
one by
Nehal
one.
here.
One by one, Neil, please.
Sorry.
I've told you to raise your hand before you speak.
Oh, I thought I did. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Continue. You were saying or something?
Oh no, I was saying that's all I had. I was just saying thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, Neil. Now.
Navaldeep, I was looking for that UPST also. UPST is kind of bouncing crazy when it starts.
So I covered UPST in my sheet. I don't know what way you are. I covered it just in the list. This last talk.
Oh, okay. I think this is by the time I joined Zoom, but so okay. I'll just go through it one more time.
Anyone else has anything? Mr. Reddy, I do not do TW. I have no idea. Abu, PAN posted some good numbers, but I was negative on that. So I got busted on my earnings. Now it's showing some strength, held well throughout the day. on Friday. And W. So if it holds 477, it might test 509. That's what for Pan W. Intuit, Prithvi, I have no idea about them, just to be honest. I will check and get back to you tomorrow morning. ORLY. What is this company? ORLY. Again, I recommend people to stick to the companies they know. Like if a company has a spread like this, I will not be trading them. Just because it comes in one of the scanners, it doesn't mean it's a good company to trade. No, it's looking bad and it's showing negative sentiment. It can continue to fall only. Anyone else?